Welcome to the next version of Pulatia 0.2.6, which has been titled the Items and Inventory Update. Now let's dive into the very small change which I've added first is the order in which the characters are actually visible on the screen. In front you will have the most recent one which you have logged into, and yeah, get the idea. In the back you'll have them in descending order. So the second last you have logged in will be here on the left, and then the third last will be there until 7 characters are actually visible on the screen, which is the maximum amount of characters you can have. Alright, that's the smallest change. And now let's dive into what's actually the main change of this version. Items and inventory. So, when you kill mobs in this game, well, they will basically be dropping loot for you now. Oh. Okay, no, no loot yet. Let's keep killing until we have some loot, hopefully. Okay. More mobs to kill. There we go, our first item drop. Our second item drop. As you can see, they are gems which pop out of the characters. And they have some coloring going on. So you have a green one over there, a purple one over here. And, well, they represent also the rarity of the item drop. So I think those coloring are not unknown to you. So you have a few colors which I have added, which is you have white items, which are just the basic items. Then you have the uncommon ones, the rare ones, which are blue. The uncommon ones are green. Then you have the epics, which are of course purple, and then you have legendary drops, which are orange. So let's pick up this one. So when you pick up an item, or if you wait for 1 minute, they will disappear as well. You'll have a cool disappearing effect. There we go. So let's kill some more mobs and maybe get some more gem colors popping out of them. Blue ones, green ones. Get over here. There we go. Oh, that was a legendary drop. Look at that. You really don't want to miss out one if that one drops. It will be very low chance to actually have a legendary drop, just so you know. I've just cranked it up to be all pretty much the same drop chance at this point for my demo, of course. Alright, so items getting dropped. So where do they end up? Of course, in your inventory. And here we go. As you can see, the inventory fills up with the items you have looted. Maybe I could, show you how it's being done. There we go. So we just looted the blue one and just add it over here. So as you can see, the item drops, well, they are also colored in your inventory. And if you hover over them, you'll get a tooltip with what they're boosting, what their damage will be, and what the attack speed will be, of course, as well. And the equipment requirements for those items. So you just can't randomly equip any item that drops. You'll have actually requirements, attribute requirements to equip them. And that brings us into the next thing, right? Equipping items. As you can see on the right side, we have our attributes, how much points we have in each of those attributes, and on the left side we'll have the item which we could possibly equip if we fulfill the equipment requirements. So this one we do. I can actually equip that one, and what will happen also as well is that you will be able to see it on your character. So the sword here, which you equipped right here, it will also be visible on your character. So this one we can also equip, and there you go. The katana is actually also visible in the offhand. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but on the right side, the attributes have been updated as well. Instead of having around 10-ish points for each skill, we have now around 20-ish. Now, what this basically allows us to do is being able to equip higher level items. For example, this basic sword over here. This is an offhand weapon, right? If I would unequip this item first and then equip this one, or try to equip it, it will not allow me to do that. if I would equip this basic katana first, meaning I'll have higher attributes, I will be able to equip this offhand sword. There we go. And getting even more points up in here, which will allow us to equip even higher items. Well, I guess you know where I'm heading with this one. This will basically allow you to be able to twink your characters, to be able to equip much higher level items than what they're supposed to be equipping. I could go a bit more into detail on how this all works, but I guess you get the idea, right? You can keep doing this until you are able to eventually equip some ridiculous items if you're planning it out a little bit. So here we have, for example, this katana. We are able to equip that one, so we are almost close to 30-ish skills now. So offhand has not better stats. This one maybe. Can I equip this one? Just not. I require 2 more stamina. I could do this with, of course, trying to do it with gear, but of course what I could also do is, since I have available attribute points, I could just raise my attribute points and just equip that. There we go. Very cool. I lack 1 more point for equipping this one. Maybe I could actually do it with some other items. Oh yeah, there we go. We are actually able to equip this legendary sword. There we go. And now this allows us to equip this one. So, as you can see, we started with 10 points, and with equipping the gear in an intelligent way, you could basically keep stacking up your attributes and keep equipping higher level items. So we are at 40-ish, and we started at 10, so that's a pretty insane improvement. A minor detail which I forgot, of course, the unclaimed items which drop. Of course, they stay into the world until 1 minute and then they disappear. But on the server, the unclaimed items are actually saved. And in a later version of the application, I will, well, you will be able to loot those unclaimed items and well, from basically a mail post. They will be mailed to you, and you will not lose on those items. So you can always claim them in the field, or you could just wait until you're in the city or something and then claim the item through your mail post. Yeah, that's basically it for this version. Items, being able to equip them, twinking your characters a little bit. That's it. Next version, I will be adding a bit more items, of course, and we'll probably work a bit more on the skill tree, which is a bit very small at this point in time. So I'll elaborate a bit more on that one. And for the rest, I'll see what's in the backlog, and which will be a surprise for you until the next version. So stay tuned and see you later.